I'm here at Jade Restaurant. It's kind of neat because I'm getting to eat here twice. I ate here a couple of nights ago with one of my good clients in one of the VIP rooms special menu. And while I was there, I kind of came outside and I saw another one of my friends, and he invited me to dinner tonight at the same restaurant. So we're gonna try a special menu and also the regular menu tonight. So this is going to be a special review of Jade Seafood Restaurant. It's located at Unit 280-2811 No.3 Road in Richmond. And I got the opportunity to get both a kind of a VIP special menu and also just eat a regular menu, although it was also very excellent. I was with a client in a private room at the dinner at the restaurant, and I came outside to use the bathroom and then saw one of my friends, and he invited me dinner a couple of nights afterwards. So I got to eat in the span of a week twice at Jade Restaurant with different menus. And here's my review of these excellent meals. So this is the first night when we had a VIP kind of special room. And so this was their appetizer plate, which was very similar to the appetizer plate I had on the second night, other than it didn't have this shrimp toast that you'll see. That's kind of that specialized. And I think that's, I don't know if you can even order it or you have to kind of pre-order it beforehand, but there's a little bit of pork and then a vermicelli dish in the middle. So unfortunately, a lot of stuff I will not be able to tell you the pricing, or I will not be able to tell you exactly what it is because I didn't actually do the ordering. Supposedly, this was a dish that won the Critics' Choice for the Signature Dish Awards in, I think, 2017 for Jade Restaurant. And I think it's called the Steamed Savory Custard with Seafood. So it has in the middle the custard and also some geoduck. So again, you can look at the dish. The presentation itself is very nice. It tasted great, and again, I think it's a specialized dish. I don't think you can actually even order it. I'm not sure, unless you are maybe a VIP or it's got to be special order. Next dish was the shark's fin soup. And I know different people have different opinions about the shark's fin, but if you do enjoy shark's fin soup, then this was excellent. And you can see on the next photo the size of the shark's fins. So it's very, there's lots, and also it's very glutinous. So it was very well done. This is the squab dish, and again, I don't see it on the regular menu. I see something very similar, but to me, it was well done. Again, the squab was the skin was nice and crispy, and the quality of food in Jade is actually very, very good. So I thought it was everything was done very well. Again, most of the stuff on the first night I think was special order, and so although you might not be able to get exactly what this is on the menu, you can always ask the staff about the different dishes that I have presented today, and see how much that costs. Or normally it takes a little bit of time to do. You can't just order it the day of. So this looks like a soup with clams and some tofu. It was a really nice ending to the meal. I think you should take this more as the quality of the food and what the restaurant can provide more than the actual individual dishes. And one point that I wanted to make is that with a lot of Chinese restaurants, there's a lot of variation. People don't know that you can actually get variations on dishes. And just before you do that, just ask them what it's going to be priced at. This was the second night I was at the restaurant, and this night was no slouch either. We started off with Alaska king crab. It is king crab season here in Vancouver, and I've had a number of king crab dishes at different restaurants. So again, I guess compare and contrast a little bit. But here's the king crab. I believe it's about 8 pounds, and what I'm told is that you really need a little bit larger king crabs. And then this is the first dish of the king crab. I thought the meat was very nice and sweet and delicious as always. This is just kind of steamed without garlic. A lot of times you have garlic on top, but in this situation, my friend just wanted to have the king crab. We paired it with a very nice Burgundy wine, and so we just wanted to let the crab speak for itself. And so going back to my comment that a lot of people have told me that if you're going to eat king crab, you need a bigger one, so you need more people. So anywhere around 8 or 9 pounds. The smaller ones there's just not enough meat, and too much of the weight is kind of taken up by the head actually. So if you have a 6 pound, you're actually not getting a lot of meat in the legs. Whereas if you have an 8 or 9 pound or 11 pound, there's more weight that's distributed, I guess, in proportion to the head. This was new to me. I had never seen this in any other restaurants. But my friend asked for, I think it's almost a kumquat grind, kind of that's just the sauce. And that supposedly pairs very well with Alaska king crab. It's got a little bit of sweetness, almost like dilute marmalade, but that sweetness and the sweetness of Alaskan crab goes very well. So that was really new to me. I'd never seen this before. Typically, Alaska king crab is served in three dishes. One is a steamed version of it. This is kind of the wok pan fried version of it. And so this got a little bit more flavor. And this was great for us with our wines. We had some very nice Pomerol Bordeaux wines with the meal, so that went very well with this dish. We were drinking a lot of red wines this night, so we did ask for a little bit more intense flavored foods. I guess I'm not even sure what this is on the menu, but it looked like a beef and kind of vegetable dish. Again, very flavorful and really good. And that's one of the things that they're very good at with the Chinese restaurants. You know, if you have a certain kind of pairing that you want, especially with wines, they can kind of change up the food a little bit to match the flavors of the wine, whether it be champagne, white wine, or red wine. This was another dish that we chose to pair with the wines, and it was a great pairing. Had a little bit of it's a beef dish with the bone in, and kind of the meat was very tender, so it fell off the bone, and then a little bit of caramelized onions. The sauce is not, it looks like a sweet and sour sauce, but there was no sourness in the sauce, so it's a little bit slightly sweet, but it was very good pairing with the wine. And that's one thing I think, with at least with particularly with Chinese restaurant and with Jade, they're fairly experienced with wine pairings. They might not have like sommeliers there, but all the waiters, they see a lot of great wines coming through the restaurant, and so they're pretty familiar with what can pair very well with different wines. This is the third part of the Alaska king crab meal. Typically, it ends with a rice dish. So, and then they put the rice inside the shell, the head for kind of aesthetic purposes. So I had a very similar dish about a week ago at San Sui Hua. Same thing with king crab. In terms of comparison, I think the San Sui Hua dish was more Instagrammable. It looked better, but in terms of the taste, I preferred this one. It was a little bit more not as heavy, and it had a little bit more seafood in my opinion. And so I thought this was great. All in all, the two meals at Jade I thought were excellent. The food quality was excellent. I maintain that this is one of the best Chinese restaurants in Richmond, if not Vancouver. It's a very casual place, so I do like it. It's not stuffy at all. The waiters are very friendly. So I'm going to give it a recommend. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy eating.